What a morning. Oh my god, today is going to be so good. It's a bit windy, but it's super sunny. So yeah, I'm looking forward to today's run. Anyway, welcome back. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a couple of months at least since my last video. But in this video, I'm going to do the long-awaited Lakeland 50 recce that I've mentioned in previous videos. Unlike the recce videos for the Lakeland 100/50 that I started, must have been 2 years ago now. I'd drive to the start, I'd run the section and then run back to the car. I don't want to do that this time. I just want to go from the start and run to the finish. And so I've been waiting for the bus that runs from Windermere to Penrith. It goes over the Kirkstone Pass. I've been waiting for that timetable to start. The summer timetable starts in April 1st. So this recce is predominantly for those of you who are on your own and you don't have the use of a second car and you want to go out and check it out for yourselves. This section that I'm doing today is the Dalemain to Ambleside section. However, I'm not doing the section around Dalemain Mansion or the grounds because I can't be arsed, there's no point. It's just a loop. On the Lakeland 50 you do a loop of that and then you start the actual route itself, so to speak. Those on the Lakeland 100, they don't do that loop, they just blow straight through Dalemain. And then the little bit that I'm missing at the end of today is from Troutbeck to Ambleside, and that's probably about a 5-mile section, I think, I'm not entirely sure. But, speed camera here. I'm getting the bus from the church at Troutbeck. I'm catching the 7 o'clock bus. It's 7:15, something like that. Time now is 6:20. And so I'm just going to drive to Troutbeck. It takes about 10-15 minutes from where I live. Hop on the bus, get the bus up to Pooley Bridge. Yeah, and then walk/run back. That's pretty much the route for today. Today's route for me, it works out around about 24 miles with about 5,800 feet of elevation. But then I planned that on OS maps. My Sunto seems to give me a little bit more elevation than I've actually done. I think that's what it feels like. So it would be interesting to see what it actually shows me at the end of today. But yeah, there's not much introduction here. I'm just driving to Troutbeck. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do the first section. So if you're coming up here to recce your own route, and you've only got one car, catch the bus. Ooh, what was that? Looked like a little vole there. Yeah, so get the bus from Troutbeck, check it out online. The 508 stagecoach goes over Kirkstone Pass, get it up to Pooley Bridge. Yeah, and that's the route for today. So I'm just going to finish driving to Troutbeck, get my stuff together, and then I'll speak to you while we've just gone through Pooley Bridge. Cool. Oh, it's a bit chilly at the moment. Yeah, well, as you saw there, that bus ride, that's really cool. It's an awesome bus route. Starts, it's a summer timetable going over Kirkstone Pass. I'd probably say it's probably the nicest bus ride in the Lake District. Really picturesque, as you saw. I mean, I didn't show you much of it, but yeah, it was really nice. It took about an hour to get here to Pooley Bridge. Yeah, anyway, it's cold. I'm going to tell you what we're doing, and then we're going to crack on and do it. So we're doing 3 sections of this route card. This is the route card I printed out 2 years ago when I first started doing these recces. It's been a while, you know. The format, obviously, for this video is an point-to-point run, for me anyway, whereas previously I'd park the car, run, and then go back to the car. But it's, yeah, I'm looking forward to today because it's just a straight route all the way through. Doing 3 sections. Okay, so, oh my God, I can't hardly think. Dalemain to Howtown, 7.1 miles. That's the first bit we're doing. And then Howtown to Mardale Head, that's section 10. And Mardale Head to Kentmere, section 11. And then, of course, we'll be heading towards Ambleside, which is section 12, but we'll be finishing at Troutbeck, where I've got the car parked up. So, yeah, 3 main sections today. This first section's pretty straightforward. Of course, during the race, you do a lap of Dalemain, and then you crack on with the route. But here we're just starting at Pooley Bridge. The church is just over there. I'm gonna start my watch at the church, and yeah, we're gonna crack on from there. So yeah, let's see how we get on, and yeah, I'll chat to you and waffle on at you as we go round. Right, I'm gonna finish this, and then we're gonna go. Right. Oh, so this is it, I do believe. That's coming into checkpoint 9. Well, for us 50 milers, it's checkpoint 1. It's Howtown Bobbin Mill. Yeah, that's the little bridge that's mentioned on the route card. And yeah, it's just around the corner here by the looks of it. Well, at the moment, there's not a great deal to say that this is a checkpoint. But I'm guessing, having never done this before, that building there in front of us is probably going to be the checkpoint, or the barn that you can see there, really. Yeah, so this, I believe, is checkpoint 9/1. Cool. Well, as you saw there, coming up Pooley Bridge up onto the high ground, that was a really nice uphill runnable gradient. And then when we got to the stone circle and started heading back down again, that path there is nice, fast, technical-ish downhill. So easy just to get carried away and just hoof it down there, which I kind of almost did, but I reined it in a tiny bit. Yeah, really good section. For me, that's only 5.3 miles. However, this on the route card is 7 point something odd miles. Yeah, so what we're going to do now is start heading over to Mardale Head going up the first major incline of this route. Yeah, up onto Bampton Common. Right, let's go. Oh, could not have asked for a nicer day though. It is a bit of a brisk breeze going on at the moment. As you can see, I've got my thicker top on. This is a threadbare top that I've got. God knows, some Helly Hansen top. I must have had it for years. It's getting a bit threadbare at the moment. Oh, incidentally, you'll notice I'm wearing some different shoes today. These are Topo Mountain 3 Racers, I believe. Yeah, they're not actually an ultra shoe, or they're marketed as a mountain running shoe, a technical mountain running shoe. Not really for ultras or anything. But because I'm kind of used to wearing a fell shoe, these are nice and comfortable at the moment. I think the longest I've run in them is, what, 12 miles, something like that. So yeah, we'll see how we get on towards the end of this run. But at the moment, they're super plush. But yeah, and they're very responsive. I'm quite enjoying them at the moment. So enough shoe porn. Oh dear. Yeah, let's get on with this run. Up to Mardale Common now. No, wrong, Bampton Common. Let's have a look at the route card actually. Yeah, so section 10, Howtown to Mardale Head, 9.4 miles with 2,500 feet of elevation. Yeah, we've got to get up, it's the first major incline for the Lakeland 50, and it takes you up on the fell side. I know up the top there, the paths are a bit indiscernible, and if the clag's down on the day, it will make a rather interesting little section. I'm sure it's going to be flagged. I mean, I'm guessing this whole route is waymarked. Yeah, so we're going to go up there now. Let's do that. I do have a habit of just going on, don't I? Ooh, red squirrel. Wow, check him out. Oh, you're not going to see this very well, but God, I haven't seen a red squirrel in ages. Oh, yeah. Gingers unite and all that. No, he's gone. Cool, let's get on with this. So yeah, it's a bit windy up the top here, but this is us coming up to the summit of the first ascent, and I believe it's probably over here. Let's go over here first. So as sunny as it is today, the wind is a little bit chilly. I'd say this wind's probably about 30 mile an hour wind up here. So we're just going to hop over the top here now and head down to Bampton Common, and then from there obviously it's down to Haweswater, and then we're going to pick up the nice track around the reservoir. As you can see here though, it's lovely and dry at the moment, very grassy. I should imagine though that when it's super, well, I don't have to imagine it, I know when it's been raining, this will be all quite soft underfoot. I'm quite surprised at the moment I've still got dry feet. So yeah. Okay, let's get off the top here. It's a little too windy for my liking. This way. So this is us. We're just about to drop off Bampton Common now and head down there, down to Haweswater. And as you can see, it's proper grassy, this section. Yeah, I don't often run on this sort of stuff with shoes quite like these. The stack height on these, I'm not entirely sure what the stack height is, but you can really tell that there's not that great a deal amount. There's not that much ground fill. Well, there's a tiny bit, but yeah, there's not as much ground fill in these sort of shoes than there is in fell shoes, which I more often not, well, which I wear up here, this sort of thing. But it's the trade-off, isn't it? Because the majority of the Lakeland 50 is all on trail, hard-packed tracks and stony tracks and stuff like that. This is probably the only section that I can think of that's fell, basically. Boggy, marshy, sponginess. Today, of course, it's been dry now, properly dry for quite a while, so the ground's quite firm underfoot and dry, so it's not too bad with these sort of shoes on. The lug depth on these is, I think it's about a 5mm lug, or maybe it's a 4mm lug, something like that. So it's enough. I mean, these are marketed, the Topo mountain racers are marketed as a mountain running shoe, but I think it's more designed for hard-packed dry trails and that sort of thing, whereas obviously the Lake District's not really quite like that. But you know, that's what it is. That's the sort of shoes. I mean, Topo's an American brand, I believe. Is it? Yeah. Anyway, enough waffle about shoes. As you can see, it's quite featureless up here. If the clag's down, I'm sure it's easy to get lost, even on this route. Is it flagged? Probably flagged. I don't know. Waymarked? Yes, probably. I have got lost up on this sort of stuff quite often in the clag. However, with the use of GPS, your phone, and everybody else running the same trail, I think you'll be fine, even if the clag's in. So yeah, anywho, right, we're gonna drop down to Haweswater now, head over to Mardale Head, which is the next checkpoint. It's probably be about another 30 to 40 minutes. I'm chilling out, you know, I'm just taking it easy. We've done so far 9.6 miles, but of course we missed out Dalemain and all that sort of stuff. Done about 2,500 feet of elevation so far, so yeah, it's a pretty chill day. It's quite nice. You can see where we've come from, just up there. It's an absolute delight. And on the day, when you got your horns on and you're trying to scalp everybody, you'll be flying down here, especially if it's dry. Oh yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Yeah, cool. All right, let's crack on. Well, here we go. This is Mardale Head, and as you can see there, the car park, that's checkpoint 10. I'm not going to go into the car park. I don't need to show you the car park. Apparently there'll be a marquee in there. Well, there's marquees in there, and yeah, it's quite a comprehensive food station. I guess the question is, on the day of the race, do you just blow straight through Howtown and try and make it to this one? Because there are plenty of water stops or places to pick up water along the way. Mind you, in July it might be quite dry, so yeah, I mean, I think they'll be flowing quite a bit, so you can pick up water. But when it comes to fueling, yeah, personally I'll probably just stop off in Howtown, pick up a few bits and bobs, and then just crack on basically. So as you saw on that on the path around Haweswater, it's deceptively technical in places. Yeah, and I can imagine if you're on the Lakeland 100, by the time you get to that path, it's probably around about, what, 60 miles maybe? Oh, you're going to suffer. It's one of those paths that your feet just always catching. Yeah. With that in mind, I've kind of changed my opinion on these shoes. I think they're just a little too wide. They kept catching on. I'm used to a shoe that's a lot more narrow than these shoes. I mean, they are designed obviously with a wide toe box, but the shoe itself is massively wide. So I think I'm just going to sack these shoes off and try and find another type. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, as you can see, it being Saturday, it's quite busy. We are now heading up the second major ascent on the Lakeland 50, which is Gatescarth Pass. It's up there, just behind that tree line. Yeah, it's it's a bit of a gnarly ascent. It's kind of in two stages. You get to a point where you think, oh, I'm at the top, but you're not. You're at a mid stage, and it flattens out, and then it goes up again. So we're going to head up there now, and then the descent down off Gatescarth it's brilliant. It's very rocky. It's it's a technical track, if you will. Then it flattens out, and then you get to, well, it flattens out in the bottom of a really nice big open valley. If you've not seen it before, well, I'll show you when we get up there. I've got to be a bit conservative with my camera as well, because I forgot to change the battery when I left the car, so the battery was only half charged. So I'm going to be a little conservative with the waffling, he says. Right, okay. Oh yeah, just up there is Mardale Pass, Il Bell, and you can get up to High Street up that way. Then in that depression there's a tarn. I think is it Ankle Tarn or Small Water? There's Small Waters up that way. There's another tarn up that way. Yeah, it's awesome. This whole Mardale, well, this whole area, it's pretty isolated, and it's great. Walking up round here, it's off the beaten track. I mean, I know the car park's pretty busy, but when you get up there, it's nowhere near as busy, say, as Scarfell or Helvellyn or anything like that. So if you're looking for a bit more of a oh, here we go. The thing about Gatescarth Pass, it's a rideable track, so it's pretty popular with enduro bikes. Yeah, that looks like quite a lot of fun. Yeah, anyway, let's get up there. I'm going to stop waffling, and we're going to get on with it. So this is what I'm talking about. Just up here, it's a false summit, flattens out, and then it gets steep again. Oh mate. Oh, yeah. Your mate's having a nightmare back there. No. He'll get up eventually. Yeah, he'll work it out. Oh, there you go. That's the meat of Gatescarth Pass. Oh, there you go, the motocross guys. So one of there's 3 bikes down there. One of them was having a proper nightmare trying to get past some loose stuff. Seems like he might have just about done it, but yeah, should be interesting. I wonder, actually on the day of the race in July, there'll be loads of people on this track. It'll be a bit of a nightmare for bikes getting up here, but yeah, so like I said earlier, it's a really popular route. I think it's a green lane or something like that. They're allowed to bring their bikes up here and stuff, so it's quite a popular off-road track. Yeah, anyway, I'm banging on a bit, but yeah, that's Gatescarth Pass. There's a little bit more behind me. There's another bit of a false summit and then it goes up again, but we've done the main meat of it, so to speak. But as you can see, it's just such a nice, big, open valley. Yeah, so, but like I mentioned earlier, you know, as you've seen, I've not got my poles with me, but I think definitely on the day I will be running with poles. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a trail race, not a fell race. So, yeah, and they make a massive difference. If you've not trained with them and then you use them, you feel like you've got superpowers. So, yeah, should be. I'll probably come and do this route again without this camera, and I'll trial my poles and, you know, just crack on. Try and get a faster time, because today, yeah, 5 hours 14 minutes, and we've still got the best part, I would say, give or take between 8 and 9 miles to crack on with. So yeah, it's going to be a substantial day's running today. Right, let's get on with it. So you can see it's quite loose coming down here. My knees are feeling a bit stiff, so I am kind of going a little slower than what I normally would. But yeah, also additionally, going back to these shoes, I'm not happy with them. I'm definitely gonna have to try something else. But yeah, look at this, nice. It's very kind of loose and rocky, and yeah, so if you are going to come flying down here, yeah, it's what I would call a bit technical, that's for sure. And of course it flattens out at the valley bottom, but this is such a nice big open valley. Oh, let me just stop a second and just show you that. Oh my. So right down the end there, Sadgill, the little hamlet of Sadgill. If you've watched any of my videos, Sadgill features quite often in them. So yeah, I mean, coming down here, it's familiar to me. But yeah, so Sadgill, then hopping over another little bit of an incline into Kentmere, and then the final ascent for today, which is up Garburn. Yeah, Kentmere, the town hall, that's the checkpoint. It's quite a big one. Yeah, comprehensive food station there. Anyway, yeah, so let's crack on with that. Let's crack on. Let's get going. Not gonna lie, my knees are feeling a bit stiff at the moment, so I'm slowing down a bit. Yeah, nutrition. I made the mistake of buying one too many Voom bars. I thought I'd try Voom bars out and realised I didn't like them. So yeah, that's 2 things today. Not happy with the shoe choice, and my nutrition's a bit gone to pot. Yeah, Voom bars, I'm sure many of you have used these before. They're a bit like Kendal mint cake, but sweet. I thought they would dissolve quicker in my mouth, but they haven't done. So what I've been finding is I pop a chunk in my mouth and it's just there for freaking ever. And rather than crunching down on it, I was kind of hoping it would dissolve a little bit quicker, but it doesn't, and nah, it's not really my thing. Gels are a pain in the arse because you've always got the packaging to contend with. I kind of thought with these Voom bars, the packaging is, you consume the bar and then the packaging is not quite as greasy and crappy as a gel. But unfortunately, they're not as soft as I thought they would be. Ideally, you know what I thought would be a good idea is jelly babies are nice, they're soft, and if they're taking too long to be consumed, you just scrunch them up and swallow them. It's quite easy, you can get rid of them quite quick. These take a little longer to get rid of. But what about jelly babies with all the goodness and bits and bobs with these things? Yeah, maybe that's, yeah. Don't steal my idea. Maybe that can be my entrepreneurial side hustle, is get some sports nutrition up and going. Quite a while back, a couple of years back, or 2 years ago, I tried a bit of the old John Miles nut bitty. Yeah, that was traumatic. Yeah, so that kind of fell flat on its face. But what about jelly babies that have electrolytes and caffeine and all that sort of stuff? There must be something like that out there. And CBD as well. Well, that might help with the old joint pain. Yeah, anyway, I'm waffling. Let's crack on. I mean, these shoes are nice and plush. They're just a little too wide. Yeah. Shame that. I had high hopes for these things. That was a cheeky little ascent out of Sadgill. Up there, Kentmere Pike, Shipman Knots, all that good stuff. Oh my lord. Oh, let's just go over here. I'll show you Garburn in all its glory. Hang on. So right over in the distance there, that's Garburn. I wonder if I can zoom in on this camera. Oh yeah. I don't know how good quality the picture is going to be, but there you can see Garburn in a little bit clearer there. I'll point it out there. And right on the very top of that, you can see the top of the little forestry block that sits up there. Yeah. The checkpoint, Kentmere, is down in the valley there. You can't see it. It's right next to the church. It's the village hall, but you can't see the church from here. So we're just going to bomb it down here. I can't remember what this track's called. It does have a name, and I probably have read it in the past, but I can't remember it. getting over there with stiff legs. Don't envy the Lakeland 100 guys. Oh my god, my legs are stiff, and I've only been going, what, 21 miles. I think I need to practice a bit more long distance. My ideal distance when I come out just training on a regular fell run slash training run is generally around about 13 to 14 miles, so this longer distance is good. I just need to practice it a bit more. Right, not long to get to Kentmere. Almost there. So here we are, coming up to checkpoint. What is it? What's Kentmere? Kentmere is checkpoint 11 or 3 if you're on the 50 like I will be. Oh. So yeah, there you go. The village hall. Yeah, it's quite comprehensive and busy checkpoint by all accounts. By all accounts. Oh dear, I've only got 10% left on my battery, so I'll make this quick. Yeah, checkpoint 11, Kentmere Village Hall. Yeah, that's it. Not much else to say really. As you saw, we went over Gatescarth Pass, and yeah. Hi guys, you alright? So yeah, it's a pretty big checkpoint. Yeah, I guess the secret is like, what do you do? How long are you going to spend in these things? If you're flying along, you're like, oh, if I sit down, am I going to waste time? Yeah, anyway. Kentmere Village Hall, checkpoint 11. Up there is Garburn Pass, that's where we're going now. And then once we're up there, it's a nice straightforward run down Garburn Road into Troutbeck, which, when you've got fresh legs, going down Garburn Road is an absolute delight, but I'm feeling pretty stiff. Like I just said, I need to practice longer distance runs. I don't often do anything more than 16, 17 miles. Yeah, so today's a good practice. I'll definitely do this again. Well, I say definitely. I've got a pretty busy and ram-packed calendar this year. I've kind of overdone things, I reckon, but I guess we'll find out. I'm doing a bunch of sky races, a bunch of super long fell races, a load of little short ones. Obviously the Lakeland 50. I think this is the only ultra I'm doing. Everything else is shorter distance, higher elevation, but that's the sort of thing I like, if I'm totally honest. Yeah, anyway, mind you, I'm looking forward to this race. Yeah, I mean, everyone goes on about it. It's been going on for ages. It's well established, and if you get the opportunity, why, might as well do it. Yeah, so here I am doing a recce of a race I'm actually going to get to do this time. So yeah. Right, I better stop wasting my battery. Let's get up Garburn. I'll chat to you when we get up there. Right, let's go. Wah. So, oh my lord, lordy lordy. That was Garburn Pass, and this is the summit of the pass, and yeah, it's all downhill from now. Like I mentioned earlier, on fresh legs, this section is divine. It's just a hoof it down the path all the way into Troutbeck. It's a nice, fast, runnable technical trail, technical track. Yeah, you'll see. I'll show it to you now as we're going down, but I won't be as fast as I have been in the past because I'm feeling it at the moment. What was I going to say? No. Oh yeah, my battery's running out. So if this is the last to hear from me, it's because my battery conked out halfway back. So anyway, it's not too far. I reckon it will last, but 23 miles, 23.5 miles. So it's about another 2 miles back to Troutbeck, 2.5. We'll just smash it out now. Been going almost 8 hours. So yeah, it's quite a long run. I really hope it doesn't take me 8 hours to get to this point during the actual race. Cool, right, let's crack on. Oh my word. Slow it down here. So as you saw, that's a pretty good track, isn't it? It's yeah, it's a bit gnarly in places, but if your knees aren't shot like mine are a bit now, you'll fly down there. However, I guess it's a good indicator on how I'm feeling now, on how I'm going to feel on the day. Of course, if I'm using poles, that will mitigate my the stiffness a bit. So God, this bit on the track here, look at this. They've gone and kind of done a cobbled surface, which is an absolute pain in the arse, if I'm totally honest with you. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this run up now because it's pretty much done. Just a little hop round into Troutbeck. Yeah, so that's 25 miles. Been going for 8 hours, almost 8.5 hours. Yeah, that's a pretty substantial day out on the fells, really. So as you saw there, we did a couple of sections: Dalemain to Howtown, Howtown to Mardale Head, Mardale Head to Kentmere, and this section, which is Kentmere to Ambleside, of course, was finishing at Troutbeck. So, and yeah, if you're doing this on your own, or you've only got the use of one car, or you only want to use one car, use the bus. Brilliant. Straight up to Pooley Bridge, and off we go. So yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed that run. The next recce obviously is going to be Ambleside to Coniston. I'll probably park the car in Coniston, get the bus back to Ambleside, and then run to the car. Yeah, anyway, I better wrap this up. I've only got like 4% on my battery and I'm going to get cut off, no doubt. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll probably see you in the next recce video. Cheers.